be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A 56-yard attempt.
Testing. He got every bit of that one.
Testing.
56 yards out. These kickers now used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state
Testing.
receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On the move to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
The keeper
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've been trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail.
Testing. Hello.
Pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He's going to try and go deep again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready
Well.
to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board.
Whoa, what is that?
Field goal to do so.
Holy shoot, it's an
Kickers in
alpha
today's
light.
game are so good
Ooh.
and so skilled and hit from distances
Oh
that
my
we
goodness,
almost start
look
to
at
take them for
that.
granted, and we
What,
can't do
on the
that.
ceiling?
That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about
Holy
that,
shoot.
and they better make sure
Whoa.
they love him
Hey.
up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll
Honey.
see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Wow, looks good in the dark,
Back
huh?
again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh,
Comes out on the
very
hit, but they'll
fancy
say
stuff.
it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now Locke again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
26 yards.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. They will find Davis.
Testing. We're just kind of tuning in here to the end of the
That one, a gain of 20,
Seahawk
1st down.
Denver game here, season 40, week 17. Dr. Ice Punch in the booth.
Locke on the
See what goes on here. Denver may be playing for their playoff life. I'm not quite sure. You have a couple spots open with the Ravens and the Chargers here, so you want to win here if you're the Broncos. Sad's trying to get in. It was a little hotter earlier in the season. Meltdown mania. And now he's got himself in. Into this pickle of whatever.
On 2nd down, here's Locke.
And look out. Oh, here's a corner route to the back of the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Here on 3rd and 17. It's 24-23. Seattle up right now. 59 seconds in the third quarter. Ravens in chat. Let's go Ravens. They play the missing Miami Dolphins.
He dumps it underneath here to Lindsay. And they'll get
There's a check down by Sads.
right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup.
Brings up a 4th and 4. Denver should take the lead here.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350.
See what's up.
Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had
And the kick is up and away and good, making it 26-24. Broncos ahead here.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And
Oh, we have Toothless in the house. Welcome to the fucking show. I don't know if he caught the game earlier. The Patriots squeaked out a win over the Jets. Titans close to a #1 seed there. That was on my radar for sure. In the Super Bowl last season, he's having a great season again. It's tough to lose a Super Bowl and come back and play well. It is. Sometimes it'll fuck with your head, mess with your scheme. But the Titans have buckled down. They're 13-3 this year. It's pretty good. Pretty good fucking season. Hats off to them. They've done pretty well. So Seattle here winning their division. They're in the playoffs. They're locked for the NFC. Here comes a muff. It's going to be picked, and it's going to be out of bounds, though. Yeah, definitely. Tennessee had a shot at that #1 seed. And just those pesky Patriots spoil the day. So Broncos buckle down here pretty good. Force a punt. 26-24. Broncos up with 6:49 to go. You can expect this drive to take the rest of the fucking game. This will be a very slow drive. It will be RPOs and fullback passes and hitch routes to Lindsay. Yeah, we'll be following this up with radio. I'm going to go down. It's week 17. It's the conclusion of the regular season. I'll go down. I'll give my little take on every single team in the league. I don't know how much time I have here. Don't know what the participation will be. Whoa! Are you calling me? Hello? Who is that? Who's calling? Who's calling on your phone? Very fancy. I got my kids down here in the basement. Broncos on 3rd and 5. The Seahawks are going to blitz. I don't know if I like this call. Whoa, wait a minute. Hello? Hello, it's oh, we have both phones. Wow, I'll take this too, Mom. You need this wand. Wand's very important. Oh, very important wand. And yeah, 1st and 10 here for the Broncos on some type of slant. Clock out of a bunch set. Bench. Oh, boy, this is a dangerous throw.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball.
And 5:35 to go. Tick-tock goes the clock.
4 yards on that last completion.
The champ, the New York Giants, won earlier today as well. They come into the postseason rolling.
Now a carry for Lindsay.
Oh, here's terrible defense by the Seahawks. They had this bottled up in the backfield, and they just fucking bail out on this one, missing every tackle. Where the hell is my water?
They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he went backwards.
And we'll see here if they're going to come up with some type of turnover or not.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth.
4:30 on the clock.
And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone.
And here you have a muff, and it's intercepted. Jones down the sideline to the 10-5 touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead here. Sads muffs himself. I don't even know if we have a choke command, but fuck it, give it a shot. Wow. And the 2-point conversion is good, so this makes it a 6-point game.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now.
I have no idea what the shakedown, breakdown. I'll have to think it over here. We'll look at it. So what happens if the Chargers win?
Start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit.
And font open for a little slant. The Seahawks, I mean, you want to talk about bad open field tackling. Fast break dimes, something that really holds him back. Way too much turbo, not enough A. It's pretty tough on the open field tackling. Broncos trying to move it along here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running.
Seattle is in all-out blitz mode here. They are just sending it, dude. And he's going to throw it into coverage, and they're going to call a flag here, maybe? Oh, my God, down to the 1. Look at this mess. Oh, Jesus. It's a backbreaker, 3:16 to go. Austin said, I just whooped your ass. You got a run commit. They do, and he cuts it outside for a touchdown anyway. Broncos answer quickly. And now it's 32 up. Just kick the regular extra point here, and you're up by 1. Yikes. Sad's playing for his life here.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Broncos 33, Seahawks
33-32, 3:13 to go. That's like 4 threes in one sentence. Season 40, week 17 here. Broncos, Seahawks. Seahawks playing for not much besides seeding. Broncos maybe playing for their life. Here comes a muff kick.
at their own 27-yard line.
And let's see here what the Seahawks can come up with. Can Metcalf be big here? They're going to start running the football. The Broncos are ready for that. What's that, girl? Where's your phone? Does Mommy have it? Mommy has them, I think. I'm getting visits here. 33-32. Broncos life on the line. A looks wide open. He's going to chuck it deep to Metcalf. It's one-on-one. He's going to not come down with it. Wilson is 8 for 26. He's going to have to get some yards here. I thought he might have caught that. Let's see. 2:41 to go, but if they turn this over, this is a good play. Got the double crosses. X is wide open here. Nice throw. He takes his time to Metcalf and gets him the football. It's a tough play to guard. 9 for 27 passing, 199 yards. Wilson just gets this off to the sideline. And just like that, you're honestly in field goal range right now. You can bang a 57-yarder in Madden pretty easily. You just don't fuck this up. I don't know if a lot of people are not good at field goals or what the story is, but some of the lower guys in the league. Oh, and he's just going to fucking break out. Hell, down to the 5 touchdown. He breaks out here. And now they take the lead by 5. They need a 2-point conversion to go up by 7. It's not a terrible idea by Denver. Yeah, I could get my daughter in here. I'll bring her right in here. She'll straighten all these kids out, dude. I'll let everybody know what's up. She's like 2 3/4 and pretty much the boss of this household. It's a little ridiculous. We had to have a little what's up this morning. Had to let her know, dude. She's gonna totally run the joint. X might be wide open here over the middle. He's not going to throw it. Wilson around. He's going to throw it anyway, and it is going to be good. So now the Broncos will have to score a touchdown. Yeah, I 100% agree, and I would have went down. I would have given myself up there. There's still a lot of clock. You still would have needed a first down. I understand scoring, but I definitely would have probably tried to chew the shit out of this clock, but it would only have been up by 1. I think he did the right thing. I think he did the right thing with getting the 2-point conversion. So there's that. And here comes the blitz. And Fant is just, you know what I'm saying? Look at the open field tackling. I got to call 1-800-FAST BREAK DIMES and say, listen, buddy, you can't be tackling like that. That is some hot pile of garbage trash. You got to just take people down. That's some over-turbo garbage there. Woof. I would go to some zone coverage here versus Broncos. Sad's. Is Sad's going to go for 2? Probably. It's Sad's. I mean, I'm all over the place. Does Sads go for 2? I don't know. If Sads gets the ball in overtime, he's going to milk the fucking... He'll take the whole quarter, dude. You know, it's hard in overtime. So, let's see. And more man defense with a spy. High safety. And Sads will be looking for probably a bunch of slants here. And he's going to have a little run. And they're going to be a face mask, maybe? Oh, Seattle is going all out arcade here. I don't know if that's bad luck or aggressive tackling. Season 40, Week 17, Broncos fighting for their life here. They're down 7. A minute 58 to go. They have 2 timeouts left. Lock under center. And he's going to get sacked. Finally, the pressure gets home. He's going to no huddle, which I don't love when people do. He might be... Oh, and Seattle not even going to adjust the defense here. Let's see if he guards Fant. And now they're going to... Oh, this is bad. Well, he wastes a bunch of clock. Then gets called for too much motion. And now Seattle here in like a soft zone, which is probably your best bet. Although being a safety is dangerous. Especially if Jones goes over to the left side of the screen. He's going to chuck it right to where Seattle is. And Fast Break Dimes just gives up. He's right in the right spot. And he does a terrible job. All he's got to do is just kind of press Y there. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. I mean, that's bad defense, and it's a worse read by Sads. It's hard for me to watch games like this. That is hard to watch. Oh, woof, dude. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you walk away from that feeling good. Oh, that's ugly. Nonetheless, it's tied. Minute 19 to go.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jesus.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Seattle's got all 3 timeouts. Got to be careful of that turnover here. Let's see what they do. Wilson rolling out, which he likes to do, and he's going to throw it. It's going to be intercepted on the first play. And again, fast break dimes. Not playing for anything, but not taking this so seriously. He just shits his pants here. And the Broncos might just run this ball. Again, you don't have to be too far to kick a field goal in this game. Be an easy big kick. Look at Seattle runs right by. Look, it runs right by him again. Just runs by everybody, and the Broncos are going to go down smartly at the 3-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
What is Seattle doing? I'm going to get fast break dimes on the mic immediately after this game.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
And just like that, we have like 3 or 4 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes. Seattle, it does look like lag. Maybe there is like a network problem there. I don't know. Seattle is known for his poor open field tackling, but this is kind of taking it to another level. Jesus Christ. Well, guess they have a puncher's chance now. Fuck it. Chuck it deep, I guess. RB. Never mind. I didn't see the guy there. Throwing off his back foot into like 3 dudes.
And try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Oh.
See if they go back to base. Ball on the 30.
Man, oh man. Just get some yardage here, and he's going to chuck it deep, and he's not going to come up with it. But it's not a bad look for Seattle. Welcome to the show, Dev Nation Live here, Season 40, Week 17, Dr. Ice Punch in the booth. I got Dev Nation Live Radio right after this. I'm going to go run down everybody's season real quick, and I'll talk about anything anybody wants to hear. Usually we have dudes from the leagues call in, let me know what's good. I'm here today solo. Going to throw an out route here. It's going to give him to the 43. 6 seconds left. 47-40. Broncos fighting for their life. Trying to get in the playoffs, which I don't know if they've even been to the playoffs yet. Ravens, I think, might get in here too. With you got Wise open for a little slant, but it's going to leave 1 second on the clock, and they are going to call timeout, so this is going to maybe bring up the Hail Mary scenario. Only got 46 yards to go, and you just got to go Metcalf City here, dude. Sadler claiming he's been to the playoffs. Probably a lie. We never know. We have to get our fact checkers on that. And here's the bomb. Wilson is back. He drops. He throws to X. And it's Intercepted. The Broncos win, and they are in the playoffs, no doubt. Good game. I need fast break times in my booth right fucking now. Sads, you can call in too. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to kick you out. Sads actually brings a lot to the league. He's brought a bunch of players in the league. He's responsible for a fair amount of talent in here. He's just a jackass when you have to play him and schedule with him because he thinks the world revolves around him. So, other than that, I actually like Sads. I just don't like playing him, period. Or scheduling with him. My goodness. He had me pretty hot last week. If I start talking about it, I'll get mad. So I'm not going to. Seattle goes down. Who cares, though, for them? They won their division 10-6. Just like that. I'll have to update a couple scores. New England is in, I believe, is the 1 seed. Tennessee is the 2 seed. So playoff pictures starting to materialize here in DevNat. There's you have it. There's our breakout right this second. Welcome to the show. Who do we have?
In, motherfucker!
Sads is in.
All I needed was a ticket to the dance.
Oh, my goodness. Let's hear it. We have Denver. They're in. They win and they're in. Little bit of a meltdown there at the end of the season, but they come through in the clutch here. He could still win the division, too. If I lose to Tommy, you could take it. Broncos roll over the Seahawks. What's going on, Sads? Give us your rundown. What's the story?
Absolute terrible fucking game. All the way around. Ugly.
Oh, this game?
Terrible. I meant to try to throw a high point pass, and I hit the wrong button and threw it to the running back. When he took that pick six, I almost threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, the pick six was tough. That was hard to watch. That sucked, but you got by. You got by there. Let me see. Pull this fucking game up.
Gonna show the bracket.
But you're in now. You're in. He is in. I might go on the computer here. I kind of like navigating Daddy Leagues better than this fucking Xbox. It's a little easier for me to fucking look at stats and shit. Where is this game? Welcome to the fucking show. Who we got? Who do we have in here? Sad's already on the mic with me for the moment.
Nice win, Sad.
Oh, it's Tommy. There we go.
What up?
I mean,
there it is.
I'm just finishing up at work.
What a mess, dude. What a mess of a game. 479 yards passing. Fast break time's got to be the worst open field tackler in DevNat. I will say that flat out, hands down.
Hey, man.
No argument.
Pretty nasty, though.
I'm not saying you don't deserve a miss thing on the stick in there, but, dude, he just runs by guys every single play. I might have to go on the computer here to check this out because
it doesn't matter. You and Marty are gonna play week 1. You guys are gonna play wild card round.
No matter what.
You again, Marty.
Sads, I am going to fucking take you out to the woodshed.
I don't think anybody can catch the Texans because Marty lost to the Texans and so did fucking Sadler.
So what? We're either the 3 or the 6, no matter what.
Yeah, because nobody's climbing over to Toothless, and nobody's climbing over.
I can't climb over. Okay, so if I lose, Sads gets the division at 10-6. Is that true?
Yes.
I only have 5 losses, I think. Don't I?
Oh, you got 6.
Oh, Discord is 9-5.
Yeah, that would mean you have 2 games left, Sadler. What happened in your last 2 games?
Oh, I'm an idiot. So don't smoke, kids. Yo, what's up, motherfuckers?
Don't. Welcome to the show. Who we got here? Give
Yeah,
me the
so
good
you guys
stuff.
Play no matter what. Yeah, you guys are definitely a lock for week 1. You're definitely a lock for wild card. Because Marty, you lost to the Texans, right?
I did, so I
So it don't
can't
matter.
hop.
Honestly,
Did the Texans lose? Oh, they lost. They lost week 16. Did they lose this week yet?
it doesn't matter. They got 11 wins.
They lost. They're 11-5.
Wow,
They're 11-5.
If I would have taken that sim win against the Dolphins, I would have a chance.
Dolphins give everybody else a sim win,
Week
apparently.
17?
Don't matter.
Oh, no,
they have 11 wins.
They got 5 losses. Oh, shit.
Yeah, hang up on Sands. I can't deal with stupidity.
Oh my goodness. Is that a lock?
Yeah.
If Sads wins, he goes to the. Wait a minute though. If Sads wins, no, Tommy, because if I go to the. What's to say that no Sads? If Sads wins, he'd be 10-6. He'd be the 4 seed. He'd play Houston.
Oh yes, my bad. My bad.
I gotta get the computer up.
Smoked that game.
Oh, so if I lose, he plays Houston.
You face Al.
Al. Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
If you lose, you get Al. If you win, you get Sats.
That's easy. Easy decision there. What's up?
Who do you play?
I played Tommy last week.
Tommy, it all rides on you either way, somehow, some way.
Well, I mean, technically for you, you're one and done in the playoffs, so.
That's why I gotta get a dub, Tommy. I need the Texans matchup.
But you don't want to just waste the clock against Marty again?
Nah. Well, this time, if it comes down to it, I will take the crime blotter. Fuck Marty.
That's so gay, dude. I gotta
Tommy,
leave after that. I'll be back.
All right. Tommy can't handle it. We got Sads here. Sads, you have the floor. You can give us whatever you want here, man. You can give us your playoffs.
Don't you have a radio show coming up?
Yeah, we're on it right now. I mean, you can sit here and help. You can stay on. We can go over stupid
I'll stay
shit.
off for a little bit. I ain't got nothing going on. I gotta pull up Daddy Leagues though.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting the stream up so we get Daddy Leagues up here, so I can see. Because Madden just doesn't do it for me, man. It just doesn't give me enough information of what we're gonna cover. I want to go over everyone's season for 2 seconds. I want to definitely go over everybody's shit for 2 minutes.
Did the Jets end up losing?
They did, man. The Jets lost. Kind of stinks for them. They played a pretty good game, and they just kind of.
I tuned in right before I started. They were on the 2-yard line with 4 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Yeah, they were right there. Right there. Jets were looking okay, and then they just kind of. Let me see how this looks. I wish I could get this view a little bit better. But we'll just rock like. Well, was this going to give me the whole picture? Almost. Yeah, we'll see what's up. Oh. All right, I got the computer up now. At least this looks a little bit better. Blah 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 blah.
Did you get to watch Al in the Panthers game?
I did get to watch that game.
I didn't get to see none of that.
I did. Did you see that game at all or not? I mean, that's another thing I want to talk about.
Nah. How did he win? Like, I mean, that's a pretty big. I mean, 1 by 21.
Dude, he just kind of stopped the run a little bit and, stopped the run, played good defense, and then
It
that was
says
kind of
McCaffrey had
that,
3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns and 243 yards.
Yeah, I mean, McCaffrey still did his thing, but it was just not as, I don't know, man. Again, the Panthers, we could talk about the Panthers, man. We can go into them. I can give you my take on the Panthers. They were almost undefeated. So they played pretty decent, but you got to remember that, you're playing against a couple of these better players in the league, like Allen and whatnot.
I said
And
the first season is always the funnest because nobody knows what the hell you're doing, and then that second season is it's going to be a stretch. It's going to be interesting to see what he does in the second season.
Yeah, so obviously he's capable, but I think no one knows what he does. The real top guys in the league, but at the same time, he also doesn't know what Al does. He doesn't know what Jake does. He doesn't know what Toothless does. That's kind of like the thing. So they play game of the week yesterday. Let me update Daddy Leagues for 2 seconds. No, we don't want health insurance. And it was just, I think it was a little bit more like defense, man. Both guys played all right. Al was up big. He was up like 21 to like nothing or something. And then the Panthers stormed back. They stormed back. And Al's hot 96 speed rookie halfback gets a torn labrum. He's out for the playoffs. That's huge news here.
That's going to be crucial.
That's huge news. And then it was like a tie game going into like the fourth. And like Cleveland had like scored, and the Panthers had it on a pretty routine like fourth down. And I thought they should have punted. It was a snow game. They didn't punt it. And then once they didn't punt it, that was like right on their own 20. Brown scored again. Then there was another fumble, and like it got a little bit split open at the end of the game. But that's kind of the quick summary of what happened. So I don't know, man. We'll see if we'll see if the Panthers can get through the playoffs. They got to go through the Giants. They got to go through Washington. They got to go through.
Did the Chargers play?
The Chargers have not played.
They have.
The Chargers play Lacey.
Niners, though.
Yeah, it's kind of a.
Lacey's tanking. I think that's pretty much a gimme.
Now, what happens is, I think that the Ravens basically get in. I think the Ravens get in here with a win. They get in with a win over the Chargers. Mark's trying to get a sim win over the Dolphins. The Dolphins apparently playing in other leagues, but not in here. I'm trying to figure out the story right now.
He definitely does.
I don't know. Well, if Marks was to play and lose, though, the Chargers would be in.
So, wait. If the Ravens, so if the pretty much, I mean, it hinges on the Ravens. I mean, if the Ravens win, they're in. If they lose, then the Chargers are in.
If they lose, the Chargers have to win too.
Right. But how does that affect the playoff seeding? Do they just take each other's seed? Or how does that work?
For the Ravens and Chargers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they're both like the 7. They're both going to be like the 7th seed. And that also depends on what happens in my game, too.
The only 2 games that matter in the AFC are yours and Tommy's and Mark's and the Dolphins. And the Chargers, obviously. So 3 games left. Because I don't think the NFC's set, right?
The NFC, the guys are locked, but I don't know about the seeding, man. The seeding is like kind of. Eagles are out. I don't know if the Vikings can move anywhere if they get a win. I'm looking at the race here. The Vikings could hop up to 11-5. I don't know if they could hop into the 2 seed or not. I don't know if they could hop into the 2 seed. That is possible. I don't know if they played. They beat the... Yeah, Perry can hop into the 2 seed here if he wins his game. The Vikings have a shot at the 2 seed. So then it could be... I don't know. It could be Perry versus Bugsy if Bugsy loses. Although, what about the division? Minnesota and Green Bay. Got to see what happened with these guys. What happened with Perry and Alvin this season? Here's the schedule. Perry just beat Alvin once. And Alvin beat Perry. So now we got to go to the division. And it looks like... Oh, Perry will win the division if he wins. He has a better divisional record, and they split the regular season. He's a better conference record, too. So Perry needs to win to get the 2 seed. Does everybody know this? Perry has to win for the 2 seed. Let's go down every single team in DevNat real quick. I'll give you the quick take on their season for 2 seconds. I'll start with Perry. We'll start in the NFC all the way over here. Sads, you can give me your take on this too.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Perry, he's 10-5. He's 1 game away from the 2 seed. He's not done much this cycle. If he wins here and picks up some playoff victories, I don't know. It's possible with what happened last year in the NFC that maybe the Vikings... Perry hasn't won a meaningful game in like 3 seasons.
I was going to say, didn't he have
years
easy?
in this
I
league.
think his turn pretty easy this go around.
I mean, he's got the goofy division there with Boogie and stuff and Alvin, but Perry's been kind of just grinding away for a couple years here in DevNat. If he gets to 11-5 and gets the 2 seed and chalks up a couple playoff victories, it would be a rise for the Minnesota Vikings. It's a big playoff run, I guess. We'll see. I don't know how plugged in he is. I don't know what's the story here, but offensively looks terrible passing, halfway decent on the run, and he's halfway decent on defense. So the Vikings, it's a team you have to keep. I want to see what Perry does in these playoffs. I'm expecting.
And he's playing.
I would want.
Isn't he set to play?
Well,
he's set to play the Falcons in the playoffs.
No, he's not set yet because he could go to the 2 seed. But I'll tell you what, if I'm Perry, this is a pressure pack playoffs, and I want to see something from the Vikings, man. Let's see Perry do something. Let's get a playoff win or 2 under our belt. Some pressure there. I'm going to the Rams here. The Rams. This is Toothless's brother. Real quickly off the rip, the team is bad, so he's playing handicap. He's being a good sport, so get that out there in front. He's terrible at defense.
He has a chance to go 500.
The chance to go 500. I played him. I won by like 70. It's not his roster, but I don't think he's got a much there at quarterback. I'd like to have this kid back for Madden 22, but the Rams going 500. He's a little reckless, a little like Toothless, but not terrible. What's your take, Sads? I don't know if you watch any LA Rams games or did you play him?
Much of the new Rams owner at all. I've kept up with him on the standings and stuff just to see how he's doing, but nothing play-wise. I don't get much time to see like everybody's playing style. Honestly, I'm the guy that has to go back and rewatch some of the games that are posted to the Twitch.
Right. Let me say this too. What do we got here? I
think he can make a nice turnaround for next season. You know, I think the NFC is kind of open for the most part. I feel like every single year every single Madden season, the seating has been completely different and unexpected. Especially now with the new Panthers owner coming in shaking stuff up. You know, you got Travis. Travis is stepping his game up big time. But other than that, you don't really have anybody that you think's really going to take over.
I give the kid credit here. He's 500. He's grinding away with a team that's not his. So keep your head up there, down in L.A. Lacey. I try to click on the Niners. Lacey just can't quite put it together. He's not the best defender. He tries to hit stick you on every single play. He's just a mess on defense. Kind of stare stuffed on offense. He's got the new Xbox. He wants to get onto next gen. That's his story.
He has all these fast. He has two fast receivers and no quarterback to throw to him. So he doesn't really have
no
much
one to
of an
throw. Yeah, I mean he's got a fast running back and all that stuff. His team isn't bad, but Lacey just he's been here for 10 years. Just can't quite put it together. The Niners, they stink. Hopefully they get a great draft pick. Welcome to the fucking show. Alvin in the pack.
His defense is solid though, for real. Like he has some solid key components on the defense. Especially now, if he gets a first round draft pick and gets something on offense, he could do something if he can get it together play wise.
I don't know, man. I got no faith in Lacey, but he's here grinding away. Alvin 11-5, a premier baller in our league, and Alvin hasn't done much this cycle. He had the Chiefs last year with the abilities. Played halfway decent. He's 11-5 though. Going into the postseason, he's got a good team. He's able to manage. He grinds away. Same way, kind of like Perry.
He kind of got gifted a couple wins late in the season too. He got that forced win.
He's got some good players.
Who the hell did he play the week before that? I'm trying to look it back. Oh, that was the Lions game. That was a tight one. He's gonna be interesting to see what he does in the playoffs because the Lions, in my opinion, aren't too good. They're just
Lions are out. They're out.
But the fact that like he had a little bit of trouble. I know it's a divisional matchup, but so it's going to be interesting to see what he does in the playoffs.
Packers and Vikings, bunch of pressure on them. Can they get it done? Can any of them beat Jake? I don't know. They got to deal with the Panthers too. Alvin and Perry, man, we need something from them this postseason.
Bracket though, so like Alvin can he's gonna play the Seahawks. That's a pretty decent, fairly decent matchup that he's going to be used to seeing. And then he could potentially play the Vikings again, and he's used to seeing them consistently. Like Alvin could make a run, if he can. But that all depends on Perry, because if Perry loses in the play, this bracket's man, it's going to be. If it stands as it, I think Alvin has a pretty smooth path. To be honest. Like if Washington drops to 3 and the Vikings move to 2, Alvin's gonna have a rough road, I think. Because playing playing Washington's a whole different ballgame than playing the Vikes. He's used to the Vikes.
Yeah. Well, he played Jake too a few weeks back, got smacked. Again, we're going down the teams. Alvin and Perry, both guys, expecting some playoff wins out of them. Talk some trash. The Lions, Bobby Shoeman, user dominance, heaping pile of trash season. He's got $45 million free during the last season or last 2 seasons. He's one of the worst defenses in the league right now. I don't know what happened here. Shoeman, if you're out there, what the hell is going on? He just beat Jake, by the way, so he can come up with some stuff, but this season, just a down year. Every once in a while, we all have him. I'm saying life happens. We will be looking for the Lions to bounce back next season, but this is a disappointing season 40 for sure. The Lions, they run the ball pretty good, but this passing defense, what in the fuck is Juice? What are you doing? Shoeman got smacked by everybody. Welcome to the show. Fast break times. We just saw him play.
You need to call him into the booth. I'm curious. He commented back on the Discord, but he never said. He never really did.
He knows how to call in. I don't know where he's at. Maybe some of the worst open field tackling you'll ever see. Listen, when you run over there to tackle somebody, ease off the turbo a little bit. Press A to wrap them up. That's the green button on your controller there, Fast Break. It's right kind of below B and X. I don't know if you've used that button before, but it seems like not. They're 32 versus the pass, and that's what I think why. They just give up so much open like, catch and run. The Seahawks they can beat people, but I can't take them real seriously with a little catch and go. You know, you can throw a drag or a slant and just turns into, how many times do you throw a little drag with like Fant? It just turns into like a 17, 25-yard game.
The end, when he started really bringing some pressure, that was the only thing that was kind of throwing. I mean, he caught me on a few times. He caught me off guard, but like he didn't do that all game until like the late fourth quarter.
He definitely started sending the pressure, giving up some plays. The Seahawks, if they play defense like we saw today, I don't take this team seriously, but you never fucking know. You get some picks, you get some fumbles, you get some stuff going the right direction, and you never know, man. Seattle could do something. But it's Fast Break Times, wins his division, so a good season for him. Miggs, he's busy with life, I think. I don't know. He had a good season 2 years ago. Has been struggling here as of late. The defense, fourth in rushing, but his rushing offense is abysmal. He's 5-10. What is going on in Arizona? We haven't heard from Miggs in a minute. He was on radio for quite some time with me, and now he's fucking gone. Gonzo.
I haven't seen him since he traded Kyler again.
No, Kyler's gone. Like I say, we don't know exactly what's going on here with the Cardinals, but back-to-back kind of crummy seasons here for them. Miggs, you got to drop us a line. Let us know what's going on. He's been out the game. Boogie, up, down, all around. Who fucking knows? Sometimes he plays, sometimes he doesn't. He's in Discord this morning. Boogie just looks all around pretty crummy here with his stats, taking some sims. I don't know. Boogie, where you at? Call in, text, send something in, man. I don't know, man. What's your take on Boogie, Sads? And we just may have lost Sads. Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
just tagging everybody for no reason. KG Fan 3 dropping the classic Boogie, which we all love to do. I like it when Boogie is playing, when he's 500, when he's in the mix. When he's not, just kind of fucking takes the fun out of it. And every time I see him play some of these bigger games, I feel like he's like usually in the game for quite some time. So I don't know what the story is there, but
nah, he's pretty. Like I said, he is pretty active in the other leagues, but like he's also competing. You know, I agree with you. Like once he kind of tails off. I tend to do that too, though. So we can relate.
The Washington football team missed the playoffs for the first time ever last year. I think in DevNat history. They bounced back here. They're 11-5. They look better. The defense looks back to kind of its normal self. Second in points, second in yards, first versus the pass.
That's what I'm right now. If you look at the bracket, which it could stay this way. But that's why the top part of that NFC bracket right now, with the Panthers having that first round bye and then Washington playing the Giants, is going to be a crucial game. Like they see each other so much, and with the Giants just winning the Super Bowl, I don't know. See if Trav can turn it around against him.
I guess we'll see. I feel like football, the football team in the playoffs have been pretty good.
I don't see anybody. I mean, I don't know. Perry, I don't take seriously. Like you said, I'm curious to see what he does. Seahawks, I don't take seriously. Falcons, I think, kind of snuck in.
It's tough. I feel like there's something that if you can throw at the football team, you can throw a certain defense at them, it can slow them up and frustrate them. But other than that, if you don't know how to play that specific defense, I don't know if anybody's going to really give this team a hard time. I think they're missing their main halfback right now. He's on the bench, but if they get him back, then it's all bets are off here. This defense again is juiced up, and they got enough weapons on offense to get it done. Mostly a running team, not a lot through the air, but that's kind of how the game is, in my opinion, right now. If you have two good halfbacks, you run the ball, run. I think that running is really OP right now in Madden 21. I think that our Super Bowl winner will be a person who commits to the run. I think it will be if Toothless can keep the ball on the ground, or definitely Jake, Max. I like those three guys for sure. I don't know if Al can stay committed to the run, but if you can stay committed to running it, that's what I like. So I like the football team. I don't know if anybody
can commit to the pass and still run with Kyler.
Yeah, Al's had a tough year with Kyle. We'll get to him. We'll get to Al. I'll get to Al. I think Al, if he keeps on the ground, he can win games. If not, he could lose to whoever. So I like the football team. I like them to go to the Super Bowl. I think they can. I think that they're the favorite down there. But there's the Giants, there's the Panthers, there's the Vikings. I don't know if he can beat Alvin, I don't think Alvin can beat Jake, but in this Madden. But I don't know. That's my pick, real quick. Mr. Goose was hot for a couple seasons. He's got a good team. Pretty in the middle here, but just 5-10, kind of quiet here. Haven't heard much from Gustavo. So Bucks 5-10, they grind away. They have their games. Give Mike Evans a ball. They can play some stingy D. Kind of right in the middle there of all their stuff. Just I don't know, man. We haven't heard from Goose in a second. We have to check in with him. But 5-10. 5-10 is that's about what we might expect here from the Bucks. The New Orleans Saints. Who's this? Our Shoeman's buddy. Not the greatest. Yeah. Got a great team. Just grinding away. Hopefully, trying to stay here through the cycle. Get into the Madden 22. Yeah. The fact that your name is Big Daddy something or other, just you have to ask yourself a lot of life questions. The Saints here, they stink, but they're still grinding away. Hopefully they stay. Not much to talk about here. About what you'd expect from these guys. They're not the greatest, but also didn't put this team together. It is a good team, but it's not your style. It is what it is. Shusky. My buddy Shusky, been here from DevNat forever. He's 7-8. He was one of the top teams. Was one of the most deadly teams in the NFC. Feared, and he is missing the playoffs for the first time this cycle, kind of like Jake last season. I don't know what the story is here. I don't understand. I'm not sure if the roster got old, but the stats look okay. But points right there is pretty high for how much yardage he has.
He's doing
and
well.
Then he gives up a ton versus the run. He's throwing it only. I don't know, man. The Eagles here, just not their season. It happens, but they were pretty hot at one point. I would imagine that the Eagles, if they don't make a deeper playoff run before this is over, they had a couple. Well, they were deep, I think, in season 1, and just couldn't quite do it. Maybe it was season 2. I don't know, but the Eagles. I hope they come back next year hungry. This is a disappointing campaign here. 7-8, 87 overall, still a good team, and I don't know if they'll lose people. We'll see what happens to that roster. I don't know. The Giants he's the champ here, the Super Bowl champ, season 39, took all of us out. He's got $45 million free. He's 7th in points, 5th in the pass, 13th in rushing. His defense is not that good. The defense he's talked about it too in All Day Madden. He said, man, we stink. The Giants defense stinks, which it does. But they've been able to get it done, man. The Giants are 10-6 again, and they are in the playoffs. They are the champ until they get knocked off. They have they have some good pieces.
All he needs is a ticket. He's an upset guy. He can beat anybody any given day.
Jamal Adams, Saquon Barkley, DJ Moore. I mean, some of these guys are, they're pretty good. Travis gets a lot out of his roster, but he's taking the Giants to a Super Bowl. He's the champ. He's smack toothless. He's back. Until he's knocked off, he's the man. So we'll see what's good. Travis looked good today. He played Jake today, and I don't know if Jake gives us his all. I dog a lot of end-of-the-year games before playoffs, but we'll see here, man. The Giants, again, we sleep on them, keep sleeping, and they won a Super Bowl. So I guess the champ is the champ. Until then, I like the Giants. I like Travis in any given Sunday. If you watch games,
I do. Well.
if you tune in, if you know people's style, you can take away their toys and frustrate people, and that's kind of the name of the game here, the G-Men. I don't know, man. You never know. I mean, if the Giants won a bunch of games this playoffs, it's not like it would shock me. I like Travis over some of the other guys there, so we'll see what the champ does. Would be cool to see him win. Would be cool to see Travis, smack dudes around again. It would be. I would like that. I would like Big Travis. Plus, I just want to rip shots for no reason. We haven't had a shot night. Why not? It's Friday, by the way, so I could do that.
It is.
Carolina. It is Friday. Sads, what do you got to say about the Giants? I didn't hear what's your story on Travis? He's your boy.
No, man. I agree with you. They score a hell of a lot of points. You just got to keep up with them, man. His defense is average at best, and but it's any given Sunday with him. If he comes in focused and knows your game plan, watch out. But
yeah, that's kind of what
he's scoring 31. So like you gotta be able to put up points back to be able to stay with him. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. Carolina here comes into the league, brought in by Sads, right? He's your guy.
Yep. I actually train him.
Brought in your guy.
He's one of my athletes, to be honest.
He's an athlete supposedly, and he's got Lamar Jackson, who I would be considered one of the best players in our league.
He got
wasn't good enough.
Two of the top 5 best players on Madden by far, with Lamar and McCaffrey.
So
that was it.
Yeah, so you come in the league, no one knows what you're doing. You have 2 of the best players in the league, and look at these stats. I liked his defense.
He's number one.
Played a lot of guys.
Right
Number 1. Look at these defensive. He didn't look that good versus Al yesterday with the defense, but we'll see. I'm just scrolling through his games, and his first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He plays Marks, who's trash. Beats him by 5. Beats Bugsy pretty good. But he beats the Giants 20-10. That was his big game, and he loses to Al. He's only had a couple games where he's played tough opponents, so it's an easy schedule. But he's got great players. You're confident. You got the bye. I don't know, man. Well, what do you think goes on with the Panthers? Do you think that they are going to run through the NFC like they did the regular season?
No. I definitely don't. And that's why, I think if he gets matched up with Jake, I think that's going to be a battle. That's the main game I want to see is between him and Jake, because I think both defenses are stout, and it's just going to be a defensive, old school defensive ball game. Both of them rank top 2 in defensive yardage given up, both of them. And both of them have given up less than 300 points a game. So yeah, that's going to be that's the matchup I really, really want to see. And then they're 1 and 2 respectively for a reason.
When I sometimes look at who I'm going to pick for a Super Bowl run, and don't get me wrong, your schedule plays into it, but when I go to the standings on here and I look at this stuff,
you did go back for a second. You did you don't have much faith in Seattle, but their offense, man, I didn't realize they had 6,000. Dude, they're first by over 2,000 yards.
Oh, they
yards,
definitely. Here's what I look at here, man. I look at a couple things. Obviously record, this net, who you play, but when I see this differential, this point differential, Carolina plus 304, New England plus 237.
Where do you look at that
Washington. When you go into the standings on Daddy Leagues,
at? Oh, Daddy
there's a
League.
point differential category, and when you see teams that are over 200 plus, you got Carolina, you got New England, you got the football team, you got the Kansas City Chiefs. Those teams, when you see that they have that type of firepower to just separate themselves from people, that means that they're not like winning games by luck. They are winning those games. And you could even throw in Toothless here. He's close to 200, and he dogs the right.
I'm not seeing this percentage.
It's a go to standings. Are you on your phone, Sads?
Yeah.
So it might not be able to. So go to standings and turn your phone sideways because I think it's too big of a. Go to standings. Go to conference. Doesn't matter. Okay, and turn your phone sideways. Yep. See the diff. Turn your phone like this, Sads. If you're watching the stream or not.
Oh, yeah, okay.
See the diff?
All right, yeah.
I talk about this all the time on the radio. When you're plus 200, right? That means that you're winning games like you're not like in like you're not winning by 3, you're not winning by 10 or 7. You're like okay. So you got Carolina, New England, you got the football team, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, and Toothless is at 278. And now normally I would want that over 200, but he dogs the regular season and lets people fucking catch him. So I think Toothless could easily be a plus 200 team. So that's why I would throw him in. And before we get to Casey, I didn't sleep last night. My household is a disaster. I don't take myself seriously. I think any given Sunday I can smack anybody in this league, but I don't think in the playoffs, I don't think I'm going to win 4 games in a row to go to Super Bowl. I am not that consistent right now with my home environment. So
you keep saying that, and then all of a sudden you still pull out a victory somehow, some way.
Well, I think I can win a game or two.
What the fuck you're gonna do, and nobody can fucking answer.
Well, I mean, because I have so many. My offense is probably the deepest offense in the league. But let's get back to Carolina. Carolina's plus 300. They haven't played a ton of guys, but they still have that big separation. So like that shows me that they can like put the pedal down. They know what they want to do. They have some type of scheme. We'll see, man. We'll see if they run into a good player early. I'm a little concerned with them, but I do think that they have somewhat of a firepower there. At least when they were getting smacked yesterday by Al, they did rally back and tie the game. But we'll have to see, man. Again, everybody wants to see Washington versus Carolina or whatever. I mean, we'll see. Wouldn't be surprised if they lose, but wouldn't be surprised if they go deep either. Close to an undefeated season. That's a heck of a story. Atlanta, Bugsy. He is 9-6. He's going to get in the playoffs. He's number 1 in rushing. He's 32 in passing. Like I said, this is an OP running season right now. If you run the football, I think when Bugsy throws picks, when he throws it, he really hurts himself. He's got to find a way to get jet sweeps, to get little passes in, and just keep the ball on the ground. I think Bugsy could beat anybody, but look at Bugsy, 29 versus the rush. There's certain things that the Falcons that do on defense that are not good. The scheme isn't great for the rush for whatever reason. This defense concerns me. I mean,
it's weird. Almost everything's 20+ on offense too, besides rushing yards. So it's like if Bugsy can control the game with no turnovers, Bugsy can beat anybody. But that's hard to fucking do.
It's hard to do, especially if you're a running team and somebody scores on you. You start to pass and stuff, and then the turnovers come. He's pretty limited on passing, so if you do get ahead on him, it makes it tough. And this defense isn't great. We'll see. I guess like you said, no turnovers any given Sunday. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a slow-moving machine, but we'll see. I guess the Atlanta Falcons, I think they were in the playoffs last year. Were they in the playoffs last year? It'd be good to see Bugsy in there, and we'll see what he can do, see if he can beat somebody. I don't know if Bugsy's going to pick up a playoff win, but it's possible. The Cowboys, Cram is like this. It's very simple. Cram either loses by 50 or wins by 50. It's one of the two. I don't know. They're 5-10, and they just, to finish their season, they beat the Eagles and the Texans, who are like, the Eagles are pretty good, and Dez really good up in the AFC. What the hell? The Cowboys are unpredictable here. 30th in defense. They just give up the pass so much, and their offense isn't fantastic. So Cram grinding away with the Cowboys. Had the number 3 pick. Thought maybe they would make a couple runs, but they have a tougher division, right? They got Philly, they got Jake, they have Travis, and they just quite haven't been able to figure this Madden out, which is weird because it's kind of a running Madden. You know, I thought that maybe the Cowboys here and Cram would be better this season. We lost Billy. We still have Cram, so fuck it. Cowboys, another down season, but it is what it is. And that kind of wraps up the NFC. We go to the AFC. Chargers are basically on the brink of missing the playoffs. This was a really good team. This is a team who's made the playoffs a bunch of times. They have an 89 overall roster that's damn good. Every linebacker on the field is like a 90 overall. They have their scheme. They do their thing. But what happened to the Chargers? Sads, I think they've lost 6 of their last 7 games. It's been a disaster. They lost to the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Broncos. Maybe it's not that bad. But they did lose a few games there.
Well, I'm really shocked. I'm not gonna lie. So the Ravens Broncos, I wasn't surprised by because of the speed, and he gets cooked a lot. You know, on defense, he gives up the most pass yards. You know, he's not really good against a heavy passer, and that's why me and him always have tough games because I think he is. He's ranked top 5. He's number 3 in rushing defense, but in passing defense, he's 29th. So it's like. I don't throw the ball often. You guys know this. I play slow, so it's you know.
I think the Chargers' passing defense is a bit predictable.
When he gets behind, though, when he gets behind, he gets in trouble. He panics. He throws the ball.
I think he's always looking to get out of the pocket, so it makes it a little predictable and a little predictable on defense. Once you know what he's doing, if you don't know what he's doing, then you can get beat. But if you spy and you stop Herbert there from getting out of the pocket, you can slow this offense down. And you know what I'm saying. I don't think he's committed to the run enough here either. The Chargers, I feel like they're best when they're running the ball. I think we just lost Sads. Oh, there we go. We lost you, Sads. You're back?
Yeah, sorry, brother. No,
there we go.
I was just saying, I think he's in the top 10 in passing because he's always behind. You know, looking at the diff now that you put me onto that, I mean, it's only 20-something, so it's not really separating. You know, he's tough against, you know, any running team, which is why me and him always have battles, but a passing team kind of gives him the work.
I think I lost to the Chargers this season, but in my second game I did pretty well.
He's the only one I think that I have an advantage to winning record in the division.
I just think he's a little predictable on offense and defense. If you know what he's doing, you can kind of slow him down. But again, with he doesn't run a lot, but he's good at what he runs, so he can win games by doing what he does. And Herbert out of the pocket, playing his cover 4, whatever, like he does that. And if he does it well, you can struggle. If not, you can play well. I'm surprised to see the Chargers here, that they're not going to be in the playoffs. This is a team that I thought could beat anybody. I thought they could beat me. They thought they could beat Toothless. I thought they could beat just about anybody in this league here in the AFC. And they are.
I agree.
This has got to suck for them. Again, the weather gets nice. I don't know if people start golfing and shit, but it does happen. So Chargers have the Niners this week. I think they'll take care of business and win that game for sure. They're gonna beat Lacey. They're gonna get to 9-7. Then it just all comes down to what the Ravens do. But right now, the Chargers, with how good this team is right now, I would feel pretty bummed if I'm not in the dance. Pittsburgh and T-Mac, 6-10, kind of right about. That's where T-Mac hangs. 6-10, 7-9. The Steelers
T-Mac
31st in
doesn't really-
rushing.
I don't think he comes in with the strategy, man. I think he just kind of comes in just to play the play. You know, it's like
I
after
think T-Mac, he doesn't run the ball enough, and he throws too many picks, and that just gets you in trouble. Sads, I'll be right back. I just need to grab a water bottle. I thought I had one. I'll be
you're
2 seconds. Hold on. What do you want, a nap? You want a break? You have things to do. Okay, man.
think the
Like I
Chargers
say,
actually
T-Mac,
gave in.
what's up?
I think the Chargers can still get in, man. I think if they get in,
I think so.
They're kind of on the opposite end of this as me. Like they're coming off a losing streak. You know, like they're due to win at any moment.
We'll see what happens. Pittsburgh and T-Mac, he's in the league. He tunes in. He watches games. T-Mac, if you're watching this or you watch Definition on radio, run the ball, dude. Get some running backs. Get to some ground and pound. The defense isn't good either. T-Mac, he zone blitzes so much. T-Mac, this is advice from the doctor. I'm steering you straight, man. I know what I'm talking about. If you zone blitz and you are not good at it, and even if you are, you give up a lot of running plays. When I played T-Mac, I ran for like 300 yards, and I don't even run the ball. His running defense is bad. It's because there's so much zone blitzing that guys leave their gaps, and you just get torched. So T-Mac, stop zone blitzing on run plays. It doesn't stop the run. Stay in more of a base zone or a base man and just kind of stay in your gap. And run the ball, dude. You got to learn how to run the ball because the passing is not the strong point. Too many turnovers. You turn over the ball 40 times a season, you're going to lose. So there's my advice to T-Mac and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome to the show. We got Al here. Al, 11-5, just ended the undefeated streak of the Panthers. He's riding high. 86 overall team. Number 2 in rushing. 27 in passing, which is probably good for him. What I don't like about Al is Kyler Murray has sucked a huge one this year. He's been terrible. Doesn't throw it a lot. Doesn't throw it for very many yards. And has more touchdowns or more instant touchdowns. So that's a big concern. Luckett here, the rookie, 1,800 yards on the ground, 22 touchdowns, 96 speed. He is gone for the playoffs. It's huge news. That being said,
going for a ring. He's definitely ring hunting. Like
ring hunting.
He's due. Like that's why he picked up J.J. Watt. Like, he's got some experienced players on his team. Like this is his one and done season. I think he's got to go.
Al was the number 2 pick in the draft.
He's definitely make a run, man. I was one of those players.
Yeah,
if he takes control of the game, he's top 3 in rushing. He'll just eat that clock away. What's crazy is he's going to score so many points. His offense is just stout.
I think Al scores a lot of points because of 2 things. He kind of plays quick, and his defense is good too, and he does get turnovers. So I think the strength of Al comes on his aggressive D and his running game. And if Al can keep his aggressive D, now it's a little bit of a boomer bust. If he plays somebody, and he struggles mightily versus me, it is what it is. I'm always able a step ahead of him with his D, and it's just, I'm saying he can't keep up. But with everybody else, most other guys, he can do it. He's in control of the game, even on defense. So we'll see what happens. But the Browns, they have the Patriots ahead of them. He has to play Max. He has to play Toothless. Those guys are playing a lot of Madden. They're plugged in. I'm I don't take myself serious, but those two dudes, he's going to have to go through Max and those guys to get a ring, to get a chip.
Yep.
You're the number 2 pick. I think there's a lot of pressure here on the Cleveland Browns to have a good postseason. He hasn't been to even in a title game, but you just saw what they did to the Carolina Panthers yesterday, so we'll see what's up here. I think when Al's playing, everybody wants to tune in and watch to see what he can do. Got to keep that ball on the ground. We'll see if that halfback missing is a factor, but even if he's gone, I think that just the defense alone, he can create turnovers and don't get too crazy with it. Oh, he says he lost the title game last season versus Toothless. There we go. So he was to the title game, didn't get it done. That's right. He had like the little like cakewalk there to the title game, right? He was right there. Everybody was licking their chops once. When Jake wasn't in the Super Bowl, everyone thought the AFC was a freebie. So Max and Al, man, they're both going to be battling out for a chip here. There's only a couple seasons left. Who's going to get one? Again, I think if Al lines up with his defense versus 98% of the league, he's got an advantage. And we'll see what he does versus Max. I don't know if Al watches as many games. I know he does. He watches a fair amount, but he should know what Toothless does. He should know what Max does on offense. Even Max, man, there's some things that he does. You can take those away from him and make it very hard for Max. I would expect Al to be on top of those things come this postseason. Again, we'll see, man. The team is primed. The team looks good. He's got Denzel Ward. He's got Kyler Murray. He's got all these players. So we'll see, man. I definitely want to see Al in action. Yep, he's primed, poised, and ready. He's going to have to play. Oh, he could play me. Could play Houston. We'll see. Like I say, I think Al will. He's just got to get his first win. I think if he gets past me, he can fucking beat anybody if he does that, man. I'm just like the monkey on his back. He gets by me, Al can beat everybody else. So he should do all right. Tommy in the Raiders, dude. Tommy wins Defensive Player of the Year every year, but this offense, you take away Ruggs, you take away a Waller drag. The defense looks good sometimes, doesn't look good other times. I don't know, man. Tommy is all over the place.
Oh, Tommy's been all over the place since I've been in DevNet. You never know what you're going to get with Tommy.
I mean, you can play him and spank him. You can play him and you can play.
Same. You know the drags are coming. You stop the drag. You stop his run. He panics.
Yep. I mean, Tommy beat me a few weeks back there, blah, 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 but you just don't know, man. Then he goes and loses. Oh, he took a sim versus the Dolphins.
No, he beat me. He kicked my ass.
He could be right there, but the Raiders are out. Probably a relief for everybody. I don't know, man. Who the hell wants to play Tommy in the playoffs? You just don't fucking know. So we'll see what's up with Las Vegas. They should be back next year. Got a good team. Got a lot of money. So, yeah, Tommy Wild, dude, is Tommy Wild. The Browns here, Browns owner, the Cincinnati franchise has been cursed into DevNet. So the dude sitting here grinding this season out, he's not terrible, but you know what I'm saying? Again, the Cincinnati owner, dude, I mean, we've had so many owners in Cincinnati, it's been hard to keep somebody there. I don't know. We just have not been able to. So we got one of Bobby's boys sitting there holding that spot. And dude, stay for another season and two, and then you get into Madden 22 and you're good, man. You get a fresh new start because you didn't get to build the team. It is what it is. It's a tough division, and I take my hat off to the guys playing some of these games here from the Bobby's boys, just holding it down, in here for the shit talk, in here to root on Shoe Man and boo everybody else. So, we'll see, man. Nick Chubb, that offensive line, they're 9th in rushing, but just can't put together wins here. Not enough points. Could be too many turnovers in the red zone. I don't know, man. I'd have to watch Cincinnati play.
There's up a lot of points. A lot of points.
He's been the thing is though that this kid who's the owner has been in and out of DevNat for the teams. I mean, he's been different teams, various times. So I think he's real busy too. So he's not really that plugged in. Kansas City, yours truly, Dr. Ice Punch here. What do I got for stats? I'm number 2 in scoring. I'm 7th in D. 3rd versus pass, 18th versus rush. The doctor, dude, is so dangerous, man. The Chiefs so dangerous. At the fastest eyes in the league. I have weapons, but I don't know, man. I don't know. My halfback, my star halfback is out. I need him back. I need to get a lot more sleep. A fucking bum off like the free agent wire, because Clyde Edwards-Helaire is so bum. I just signed this dude, David Callaway, if anybody fucking cares. He's normal dev, 23 years old. This is it. He plays halfway decent. He's fucking stinks. He's terrible. The Chiefs, I'm very prepared. I feel like I'm a great game planner. I feel like I'm a great strategist. I'm a great passer, and I'm a very good defender. My defense, if you are to turn it over versus me, you can lose. You can lose bad. You know that yourself. If you turn it over versus me, you could be in trouble. If you play a clean game versus me in the postseason, you can beat me. I'm definitely beatable this season. This is the weakest I've been. I'm just way out of the loop. I'm not in the lab. I know what it takes to win, and I'm not doing what I need to do. So, but any given Sunday, I could bite somebody in the ass. You know, I mean, I wouldn't want to play me, but at the same time, you could get a shit version of the Chiefs too, which is normally not. I'm very steady. You know, I don't do stupid shit. I've been doing stupid shit over the last 10 weeks. So there's my take on the Chiefs. Sads, what do you think? You got the take here on the doctor or what?
Fuck your doctor. I ain't even gonna talk about it.
There we go.
I ain't leaking nothing. I might see him in the playoffs.
He says he's leaking. He says which is fine, which is appropriate. He's keeping it close to the vest, which I don't blame him. They say Sads is the Broncos. I'm the Chiefs. We're in the division. We play each other a bunch, so them have to be the playoffs. We'll have to see what happens if we do match up. We'll see, man. I've been to the Super Bowl twice. I would like to make another deep run, but I think it might have to be next season. I think we just picked up somebody else. What do you got?
Get that motherfucker.
Oh, and it's got Tommy here. What do you got for us, Tommy?
He said something about catch up and left.
Oh, he just said drop the motherfucker, and then fucking Tommy's out. So we'll see, man. KC, again, you got big weapons and good hands, but I just don't know if I'm mentally, emotionally, and my sleep schedule is such a disaster. I'm a trash dude. The Denver Broncos. Sads here. Actually, third in defensive yards. Number 1 versus the run. 13th in points. 5th in total yardage, though.
Easy to hate, hard to love. But you know what? I just want to shake shit up. That's all.
I talked to Jake yesterday. I talked to Jake yesterday, and I said that if Sads gets a lead, he can move the ball. He's got plays. He plays Madden. I said he could beat anybody. I said this yesterday off air. I'm on air today saying it. Sads can beat anybody basically in the league. It's possible. Can Sads win 4 games in a row playing the way he does? I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes Sads gets a little.
I was on a 6-game win streak, you know. And then
if you go, I mean,
you.
If you get hot again, if you can keep it clean, I don't know, man. It's possible.
My biggest
he
thing,
could be
man,
toothless.
honestly, I gotta keep it a low-scoring game.
There we go.
I can score, but I can't. If somebody can score with me, I struggle a little bit.
What do you struggle with, Sads? I can tell you everything you struggle with, you big fucking.
Go ahead,
Tommy,
tell me
keep
what's
it
up.
clean
You're on
here.
me right now. Perfect timing, Dick.
All you gotta do, bro, is run a man zone and just lock up Phantom fucking Judy, and you're done.
Is that so?
Yeah. Did I not have 2 picks and the forced fumble with my middle linebacker, one of which went for a touchdown?
Yeah.
How many interceptions?
Yeah. Oh, well, that doesn't give you any credit. That's just me throwing the ball away.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give away all my secrets against Sads because we may play, but I don't necessarily.
And then when he starts to scramble with You just fucking flip a hook zone into a spot, and he's not going to go anywhere. And he's going to panic, and he's going to just fucking huck and chuck.
I'm definitely a big spy. I do a couple things to say. I do the spy thing. But I do man up certain guys. But it's not what Tommy does. I do my own thing and whatever. But
and Marty
this ought to be good.
Don't press
If
Marty
you give
because
away, what you got? What you got for me, Tommy?
Marty, you again, Marty.
You're gonna beat me again.
But I don't have to tell
So
you
you
what I do.
so,
You know exactly what I do, and you still can't beat me.
Listen, man. I've been king of this division
Let's be real. I won
for
2 of the last 2 games. I dropped 33 in the fourth quarter again.
Listen, man. Sometimes the game just doesn't go your way.
I hate
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
trying to fuck me.
Tommy, how do you
I
stop,
did.
what's your recipe to stopping Marty? I'm curious. Because you literally on offense kind of do the same shit as he does.
How do I stop Marty?
He can't stop me, dude.
You got to make sure he's playing deep and you contain him. But his quarterback will throw guys open. So no matter if you run the perfect defense, Marty can sometimes beat you with enough time to let his routes develop and fucking beat your like the post coming across. If he has enough time, it's a touchdown every time. If you don't if you get stuck in a press situation, he's gonna beat you. Just gotta hope that you can come up, make tackles, and that's why I built my team the way I did. I have half my defense is big hitters. When Marty goes underneath, I'm gonna click off and try and rock the ball out. And ask Marty, does anybody create more fumbles against you than me?
I've had an unbelievable amount of fumbles versus Raiders.
You know, I definitely cause. And with my games with Marty fumbles the ball at least twice against me. Now, whether I get those fumbles or not, you know, I don't have the numbers to back that up. But when getting those fumbles, it changes the whole game.
I was on a fumble frenzy there for a while, dude.
Yeah.
I was on.
Now, when Marty fumbles, it takes away a possession for him. And if you can run the ball and just convert your third and shorts, limits his possession, and then it's game on, you know. But if you're gonna throw 4 or 5 picks to Marty, it's a bloodbath.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's
how
what
I
I
lost
do.
my first game against you. I fucking threw the ball away like crazy. I always start off so dumb and trying to save my season late. I always come into a season like, bro, I'm gonna have like 50 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, and I have 8 interceptions in like 1 game sometimes. I fucked myself. I definitely got off. I lost to you. I was so cocky. I lost to you. I lost twice to the Chargers. Took a sim. I know it sounds gay to hear, but if you saw the play, I lost the fast break dimes in an overtime. I hit the wrong button. I know it's a cop out, but you know he beat me.
You must get that a lot because I did that shit to him today too. I almost gave him the game.
You know, you bring the man butts in. You know, I guess you can call it a little buck fever. I just felt like, oh my God, time's running out. Let me just lob one up to Ruggs. And I had him. But I you know, you panic and hit the wrong button sometimes. And it was a pick 6 in OT.
Oh, I love fucking pick sixes, dude.
Like when I got suspended for Ruggs, man, it's hard not to play Ruggs. You have to fucking take a guy out of the box. Now, when you take that guy out of the box, guess what? I can fucking get 5 yards every time running the ball.
Atlanta's going live right now. Is their spot cemented? I mean, I know they're in the playoffs, but like their seed.
Yeah. The whole NFC.
No, it's not. They can flip flop around. Perry can get the 2 seed.
No, I mean
Perry can get the 2 seed.
The teams are definitely.
Atlanta can't get the 2 seed.
Yeah.
No, I said Perry can get the 2 seed.
No, the Atlanta.
I said Perry, you Fruit Loop.
Oh, Perry.
Jesus.
Perry's still mad.
Yeah.
I called him Derek Chauvin.
Oh, for Christ's sake. That's all we need. I lost myself. The game's on pitcher and pitcher here for a second. The game's on pitcher and pitcher. I want to keep going here. I'm going to keep moving. We got
get
the
our game in later.
today. No, dude. Today, not at
Definitely
well,
not.
5. I doubt it. I've been on this shit. I've been whatever, fucking around doing shit. It's 1:40, and my wife's
Y'all
probably
should play
gonna
right
fucking
now.
kill me.
I won't be home.
No, my wife, my wife will headbutt me here. We gotta move through the rest of this AFC. Marks might get in the playoffs. He's trying to get a sim win over Miami so bad. He's trying to get a win over Miami so bad. Because Miami's not here. We got somebody else joining. Welcome to the fucking show. Who we got?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Miggs.
Okay.
What up, y'all? What up?
There we go. We got Miggs is here. Miggs, are you playing right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we're watching. So I'm watching Miggs's game. We're talking over the league. Trying to go over all 32 teams here real quick. We did Arizona. What's the story with Arizona, man? What's the
I'm trash right now. That's what it is.
trash?
But
Just sometimes
Did you get a fork?
you did well a couple seasons ago, and then you kind of a couple down seasons in a row. I didn't know if there was something going on, or what's the story? You just trash.
I think I'm just trash, but I also think like I lose the close games. I've been losing close games where early on I was winning those close games.
Yo, Mix, you're not clutch, bro.
Well, Jesus Christ, man.
But the show is out already, so
No, it's not the 20th.
I got it already. I played it already.
We ordered that.
He said he's twitching right now. He's twitching the show.
How is that? Where the fuck did
I cannot wait to buy that damn game.
No, I can't hear you. What you said, bro?
Hey! Yo, stop yelling.
Dude, I feel like I'm
What
I
thing
think the
about what?
Lion King is on in the background
Miggs.
here.
Let me just finish this game, then we'll talk like an hour.
Hey, Miggs,
You're
are you gonna be in a show league?
I'm not sure, man, because I just moved to North Carolina, so
Yeah, man.
I don't know how much, and I don't know how active it is. Like, I'm struggling just to get these games in, so.
Yo, who's getting the show league going?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I can't.
Yeah,
If I do another sports game that involves CFM, I think I'd shoot myself. Just the rules alone take so much fucking babysitting. I'm gonna try to do golf. I got a golf logo to finish, and I'm gonna try a golf league because that should be pretty easy. But the show, man, I can't do it. I've got
Because
Halo
the
2.
golf, you get it in when you can, right? You don't have to
Exactly.
worry about
Everyone,
anybody
you can play 3 holes at a time. Put it down 7 holes, 9 holes. You do your shit on your own time.
The only time I play 3 holes at a time is when I'm at Mark's mama's house.
Well, speaking of Marks, he's up right here. He's going to get in the playoffs, Tommy. He's trying to get a sim win over Miami. He stinks at running. What's the story with the Ravens? Does anybody care about the Ravens? The number 1 pick is finally going to make the playoffs, and he's going to get bounced the first round by Toothless.
That guy, man.
What's the story here? What do we got for Marks? Besides, if he doesn't win a Super Bowl this season, it's over. That's the only thing I got for him.
Collectively, the worst roster fading of all time.
Probably the worst general management.
The only person that's ever done worse with the first overall pick was JJ.
JJ had the first overall pick.
Yeah, we took the Browns. The Browns could have been taken
Yeah, but
at,
he
like,
no. No, that was a good pick. The Browns were very good. They were very good that year.
That was before Baker Mayfield.
They still were a good Madden team, though.
No.
They still had Miles. That was still a good pick. He had a good team the whole cycle because of all the trades he could make.
No.
That.
Stop. No.
Yes.
He had the first pick.
All
He
right.
never made playoffs. That's garbage.
It's JJ.
I don't
It's
care
not.
who it is, bro. I don't
He's
care
not
who
a.
it is. Then why did he
Jesus.
make his claim to fame when he took Trevor's team to the Super Bowl? Oh,
I mean, he did.
somebody else to build a roster for you?
I mean,
And
he
somebody
did.
else to
He
teach you how to
did.
run plays?
He did go to the Super Bowl. Marks claims to have been to the Super Bowl. I don't know if he ever has. It's still one of our mysterious facts here in DevNat. You have the Ravens. They could get in the playoffs. What's your take on Marks? Give it to me quick, Tommy. Give it to
But
me,
how does he
Sadler.
get in the playoffs? He's got to win.
He's in.
He's
He's in if he
he's
wins.
got to win. He's got to win, and he's in.
Well, oh my God. Well, I guess if the Chargers win, it wouldn't have mattered for me because they swept me. So,
If he wins, he's in. 3-0, by the way, over in the Arizona game. We got that down in the picture here. No one going to comment on Marks here, whatever.
I mean,
Sad.
What's up?
Does anybody take Mark seriously? Is he going to win a playoff game this cycle? Does anybody care, or is he just trash?
Honestly, I could see him beating Toothless.
Really?
Beating Toothless?
Yeah.
Well, is that your pick, or you just...
I'm just saying chance that he could beat Toothless.
I disagree with that.
Come on,
all
this
right.
blocking is like so trash.
Sads, what do you think
man.
about the Ravens? If you see Marks in the playoffs, you're going to beat him. Do you think he can beat Toothless? What's the story here? I need some juice.
I'm not even worried about Marks in the playoffs, to be honest.
There we go. Nobody. All right, so the Ravens might get in. We're never going to forget the number one pick. He has no Lamar Jackson.
Marks has beat me, but I think Marks is easily beatable if you don't beat yourself.
The last two guys that have dealt with Lamar Jackson on their team have been the number one seed in the NFC. Welcome to the show, Marks. Let's do Toothless here. 84 overall, 13-3. Went to the Super Bowl last year. Didn't slide. Lost the game. He's back. What's the story? Is Toothless? Is he for real? Is he going back to the Super Bowl? Is he going to beat Max? Is he going to beat Al? What's the deal, man? He's in like 10 leagues.
Throw it. Jesus.
Miggs playing his game. 1st and 10 versus Bugs. He fumbles the football.
For like 10 minutes, and I can't do nothing.
It's over. Give me a pick for the Titans. Do they go back to the Super Bowl? What's the story? Yes, no, maybe so.
No.
No. Tommy?
Again?
Is Toothless going back to the Super Bowl?
No.
No? No one thinks that Toothless is going to go back? Why is this? It's so creepy how Bugsy plays his game. So creepy how Bugsy plays his game with no sound. It's so creepy. So creepy. I don't know, man. I feel like it's possible. Max and Al, though, like, Max and Al have got to be hungry, man. Those two have not won a Super Bowl. They've not been in the Super Bowl. You got to imagine that those two want to beat Toothless and myself or whoever else so bad. Can we imagine that Al and Max don't go to the Super Bowl this season? I just think that's hard to think about. But Toothless is in a bunch of leagues, blah, 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 blah. He's 13-3. He's probably pretty comfortable. I mean, he's 24th versus the pass, but he doesn't really care because he just stops guys in the red zone.
Oh, I'm pulling up his...
He's 3 passing, 10 rushing. He's got Derrick Henry, who he barely uses. Amari Cooper's 99. Adoree Jackson's 98. Hambler's a 94 overall. I don't know, man. I feel like Toothless is like... He said Al getting bounced first round?
But see, I smack Toothless. Like, I don't... Toothless is weird to me. Like, I don't see Toothless... Like, I put 58 up on him. I don't think his game plan fits me because
matchups are huge.
I don't have a problem with him. It's weird.
Matchups are huge.
But like every time I watch him, he dominates everybody else. Like he's top 5 in scoring.
Matchups are huge. We'll see what happens. It's a very tough call, but it definitely wouldn't surprise me at all.
The only other guy he lost to, he lost to Jake. He lost to Jake by 3 points, and then he lost to
on like the last play.
Yeah, on the last play. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. He went to the Super Bowl. He lost. He's hungry. I think Toothless is going to go deep here. I don't know if he gets there, but I think he's going to get damn fucking close.
Lose to? Oh, he lost to Al already. That's the other reason. Oh no, I don't see him beating Al again.
Wow. We'll see, man. It's gonna be close. Tennessee, huge hot watch there. Al, Tennessee. The Jets here has given Max a couple close games. The guys in here balling, taking a couple losses. He's good on defense. Not the greatest passer, but he's 8-8. I like this kid. I'm glad he's in the league. Let's keep it moving. Let's get him into the next Madden. I don't know if he's listening or whatnot, but I do like the Jets game. He runs kind of a college style run, but fuck it. I do like this team. I do like this owner. He's in all day Madden to a degree. So Joe Mixon's good. Again, you're the Jets. They're not the greatest. You didn't build the team, but he comes in, plugs in, and I like what I see out of the New York Jets. So he's almost beaten Max twice, real close, but just kind of shit his pants at the end. Other than that, the Jets could be a playoff team.
Yeah.
Jets could be a fucking playoff team, man. You don't
No, I think the kid's
you
solid.
don't know.
I think he's a personality in the going to be a personality in the league. I think you got to get a little bit better at trading.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm curious to see what he can do with his own team.
I'm excited for the New York Jets, man.
You know?
I'm excited. Dr. Ice Punch here. I'm excited. I want this kid in Madden 22. So welcome to the fucking show. There we go. Max is the New England Patriots. He's 14-2. I think he's had 2 sim losses. Hasn't lost a game this season. I played him. I lost. It is what it is. Not gonna lie, I wasn't that impressed with Max. I felt like I played a pretty damn good game. I did what I wanted to do. If I get Max in the playoffs, I do. Man, I feel like I can at least slow his offense down to a degree. I feel like I can take away some of his stuff. We'll see what happens. Max comes up with some big plays. But the Patriots here, they won a bunch of Super Bowls last year with Dallas and all the abilities. They haven't been to a title game, haven't won a Super Bowl. I feel like there's a lot of pressure here. He's not in our Discord. Quits about every other season for who knows what. But we'll see. I don't know. Apparently he had a problem with Alvin in a game dropping, blah, 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 blah. Max says he doesn't pay attention, and that's why he loses. And then when he wins, it's like he's the man. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of pressure on New England. Interested to see what happens here. Big team in the AFC. Runs the ball, goes unconservative. I think running is very OP right now. I think that fits Max's style.
With Max because he can keep people. He can manage the game even on defense. He can keep people from scoring points, but he gives up so much yardage. It's like you have to. The only way. I mean, Max is definitely beatable. You stop the run. His offense is so solid though. But he's not that good.
He gets a lot of. I think if you just take a couple table routes away from Max, if you know a couple of his passing plays and you do a little homework, I think Max's offense is not the sharpest. But we'll see, man. We'll see what goes on with the New England Patriots. Al's hurt. We'll see what goes on with Toothless. I'm not so sharp. I think this is, if Max is going to do it, this is a chance to go right now. But he's got to get by Al and Toothless first. We'll see what's up. They haven't technically lost a game this year. So it's Super Bowl or bust for the New England Patriots. For sure. 100%. 100%.
Oh, he hasn't lost a game yet this year? He took 4 losses, huh?
Yep. Hasn't lost. He's plus 236 with Sims. He's got his roster built the way he wants. His wide receivers block. He's got a very good team. Obviously, look at the stats. Speak for themselves. Again, 100% Super Bowl or bust here for the New England Patriots. I think they are most likely the favorite in most people's minds here to beat everybody. So I think that you have to think that these guys, the way they look and how they've dominated, are probably the favorite throughout the entire league. Over, I'm not saying he'll beat Jake, but with his roster, how he's playing his scheme, I think that the New England Patriots would. It's not a. If you're a betting person, if you're doing odds, I think the Patriots would be the top odds getter here in the league. JJ's 1-14, can't quite get it done. He balls out. He's the heart and soul of this league. He gets wings. He eats pizza, and I wish he was on stream yelling at the screen when the game fucks him over. Jacksonville just can't quite get it done. I think Jay just needs to pick up his pace on offense, run a little bit more, make the game easier on himself. He gets to the line of scrimmage. He calls audibles. He flips plays. I don't necessarily know what he's looking at when he does it, but I think if you give people so much time to set up on defense that they can – it makes it easy to stop the run when you give people time. If you're going to run it, walk up to the line, slide a guy if you're going to slide him, and then hike the ball, man. Call your dive, call your stretch, just make the game easy. I think JJ makes the game too hard for himself on offense, and obviously not the greatest passer, but does not have the best vision. But we're always glad to have JJ here. He makes the league half of what it is. So welcome to the fucking show. There's a Jaguars. The Colts, my cousin, he lives 3 houses down. I've been able to hang out with him because of COVID. He fucking stinks. He needs a little Madden 101 from me. I get my second shot tomorrow. Can't wait. He's grinding away, trying to get a spot for Madden 22. He's got a good team. He's having fun, but he stinks. His offense stinks. His defense is getting a lot better, though. Look at those defensive stats, giving up some points, but the yardage are pretty decent. And then on offense, obviously struggling. He just doesn't quite know all the bread and butter stuff. But we're going to hook him up. We're going to get him straightened out for Madden 22. The Colts, who knows, man? Maybe they'll win a couple games next season. Welcome to the fucking show. The Dolphins, Ogwus, very controversial right now. He's supposed to be here balling out, stopping Marks from getting into the playoffs, but apparently he's supposed to be on vacation. I guess he's playing in other leagues is the new hot story. We need to get a hold of this dude, see what's the story, and see if he's actually going to play his game or whatnot. He said he was going to be out of town for a minute, so we said, hey, man, cool, hold the spot. We'll give you the L's.
I don't think he should get a forced win or a forced loss for that. Like, I think this, anytime it's ever playoff related or, it could change the seeding, I think he has to play that game.
I mean, if he's around today or tomorrow, like, you have 2 days, like, play this game. I've DM'd him just to check because there was a whisper that he was around, so we're checking in. Anybody who knows how to get a hold of this guy, check in. We tried to boot Ogwus once. He won the heart of the league and came back, played pretty well, and now he's just, again, busy, which is fine. But I don't know, man. We got some rumors going on. We'll see what's up. The Miami Dolphins 6-9 took a bunch of sims. Other than that, though, they're playing pretty decent, man. They're number 2 in passing, throws so many picks. So their defense is halfway decent on in between the chains. But that's that. Levi had a good year last year, was in the playoffs, stinks this year. What the hell happened? Back to his usual self. Horrible on offense. Defense is kind of mediocre. He's 30th versus rush. I say this occasionally that Levi is not a great run defender, and there it is, 27th. I don't know, man. I don't know what the story is here. Levi usually in chat listening in. Levi, why do you stink this season? He was good last year. Again, I'm cool with the offensive numbers per the usual, but I don't know what it is, man. He just doesn't have the greatest eye for running, and then not the best run defender. Damn, the Bills 6-9, probably lost a bunch of close games. Who knows, man? But he's a CFM dude. Lost to the Bengals, lost by 5 to the Patriots, 14 to the Dolphins, beat the Steelers, lost to 10 by Jets, lost to 8 by the Chargers. Then he won a couple games there, lost to Al by 14. At least he beat Bobby.
He's been in every game with every top shooter,
Right. He's got Perry this week. Levi's just obviously struggling. I would be interested to hear what he has to say of why he's kind of had his downturn. And then Dez here. I know he's had success in other leagues. He's 11-5. He's beat the Chiefs this season. He's number 5 in defense. Not the greatest offensive player. Doesn't run the ball that well, but he's got a pretty good defense. Has a mind for the game. He definitely knows what he's doing out there. The Houston Texans are 11-5, and they are the sleeper, in my opinion, in the AFC, man. Dez watches games. He does his homework. He knows what people.
I actually have him in my division in another league too, and his defense is so stout. And then when he sees you and he knows your game plan, watch out.
Yeah. So with
his defense is shut down, I give it to him. And he has good user defense. He shifts his feet pretty quick.
Yeah, Dez knows what he's doing on defense, so I think if anybody's going to make some upsets, cause some noise, is kind of the oddball pick. Watch out for the Houston Texans. Dr. Punch has it here. I know they're not surprising anybody being 11-5, but they just lost to Toothless like last night. But here's my wife calling to divorce me because I've been on radio forever. Hello?
Yeah. Oh, did we get
That's
through all
all
the
there-
teams?
Yeah, that's all 32. Again, watch out for Dez. I call him out here. I'm going to be doing chores and filing papers for divorce the rest of the day. But other than that said, thank you for joining me. I'm going to put the Silent Films Arizona game on right now. Fuck it. So creepy. But congrats, Sads, for coming in the clutch here. Had a crazy fourth quarter and got it done. So, hey, man, we can drink beers in your honor tonight. Broncos get it done. So,
Yeah. Appreciate it. And,
okay.
Yeah, you have yourself a good day, brother.
Yes, sir. Dr. Ice Punch, first radio since my newborn. It's been a month, so at least we covered some ground. Got it done. You can watch the broadcast later. I will be on Discord intermittently, and I'll be on tonight-ish. Hopefully putting my feet up. My kids don't go to buck and bed till forever. It's a total disaster in this household from like 6 to like 9. I'm just offline. Can't get shit done. So keep me in your thoughts and prayers, bitches. Welcome to the show again. Atlanta playing for some seeding right now versus Arizona here. These two are boys. It's 16-7 right now in the start of the third quarter. Dr. Ice Punch Outs here on Dev Nation Live Radio. Welcome to the fucking show, bitch.
Bye.